What the fuck, Astro?
Hello and welcome back. So I'm going to hop right into this tutorial. I'm first taking my Florence moisturizer by Millie Bobby Brown and then my Laura Mercier foundation primer to prep my skin. This look that I'm showing you is pretty much like an extreme soft glam. So I'm going in and I just filled in my brows with my brow styler from Benefit. And now I'm just taking my Revolution concealer, the Conceal and Hydrate, with a flat brush to kind of carve out my brows and give me a nice soft defined brow. And then for my eyes, I am prepping them with my P. Louise. And I did one layer, and then I like to concentrate the second layer right on the center of this lid because we're going to be packing some soft natural shadows. And for this look, I wanted it to be more concentrated on the white. So I'm using contour powders, more flesh tone powders, to make sure that it is not contrasting with my white shadow. And for the white shadow, I'm using the Riviera palette. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'm taking a fluffy crown brush. I can't remember which number it is, but I'm just packing the white directly on the center of my lid, and the brush just kind of does its own thing. Works its magic and just diffuses the outer edge because it's such a fluffy brush. Don't get this brush mistaken with like a buffing brush, because it's not one of those. It's more of like a flat fluff, so it's like you can really use it for packing shadows on and not blending out the shadow. I'm taking one of my favorite Super Shock ColourPop shadows in the shade Ladybug. It's like, it looks pink, but when you put it on white, it looks silver. So I just popped that in the inner corner, and then I did my other eye. And now I'm just lining my eyes with my Wet n Wild liner. Here I'm just going back over with that same concealer and just filling out the rest of the outer portion of my brow. And I kind of just take it and run it in the middle too as well. And right now I'm just priming my little burn mark that I got, and I'm taking that same concealer and blending it over that as well. So moving on to foundation, I'm using the Juvia's Place. Y'all know this is like my holy grail foundation. If you don't know, I highly suggest you go watch my initial review on this foundation on my channel. But now I'm just taking a really flat, dense foundation brush to buff this out, because this foundation, it's full, like, I mean super full coverage, so you do not need a lot. And then I just like to take my beauty blender and blend out everything. Now I'm just going back in with that same concealer that I've been using already, and I'm placing this all in the center portions of my face, so underneath my eye, my nose, my forehead, lip, and chin. And I just blend that out with my beauty blender. So when I mean earlier by extreme glam, I mean that's where I'm taking my most time and focusing it on my face and my skin, and making sure that my highlights and my contour points are like to the T. So I'm taking what's left of the concealer on my sponge and just carving out my contours, because I'm going to go in and contour as well. Alright, so for my contour shade, I'm using Napoleon's foundation stick and my Makeup Revolution concealer, and now I'm just placing the stick all over where my contours are, so it's the temples of my head, the hollow of my cheek, and I go down the bridge of my nose as well. It doesn't have to be perfect on the bridge of your nose because you're gonna basically blend it out anyway. So to blend out my contour, I'm using a different flat top brush, and I am just patting and buffing this into my skin because it's basically just gonna push it in there. And then I did go on top of that with the concealer to make it a little bit more warm so there isn't such a heavy contrast in my highlight and contour. So before I go in with my powder, I like to set my skin first with the MAC Fix Plus setting spray because I just feel like it lays my skin's foundation down a lot better. But also noticing how well my skin looks when I took the time to focus on every point of my face and making sure it all blend together very well. Now I'm just taking my Laura Mercier setting powder in translucent, and I'm setting all of my highlighted points. Next, I'm taking my Benefit Hoola Caramel Bronzer, and I am packing this directly into my contour. And then I'm taking another flat brush, and I'm just dusting away that excess powder. Now I'm just using a Ulta blush that's old. It's a super old one that I've had for a while, and I'm just putting that all over my cheeks and taking this highlighter from Folly Fire that was gifted to me, and I'm using this on my cheeks and my eyebrow bone and my nose and pretty much all over. So if you're still watching, that means you clearly A, love me, or B, you like this look, so you should C, go ahead and subscribe. No, but for real, you should definitely subscribe and help your girl out because it's free, why not? Now I'm taking Morphe's white concealer because I can't use eyeliner. It gets stuck to my contacts on like a really fine eyeliner brush, and I just apply that in my waterline. So for my lashes, I'm using the style Bella from my lash line. For those who don't know, I have a lash line now, which I've been working on for a while now, and I'm super excited. So for my lips, I'm doing an ombre lip, so I'm going to take this chocolate brown lipstick from Tarte, and I'm going to use it to outline my lips. And I'm taking a nude from L'Oreal, and I'm just popping that in the center of my lips. So this is the finished look, and as you can tell, your girl was feeling herself, but it's okay because this was kind of like, I wanted to go for angelic vibe, and angelic is what you got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, and if you haven't, make sure you subscribe and give me a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.